Hi. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about what Web 3.0 is. A lot of people are using that term Web 3.0. However, what I've observed is that not many people seem to be understanding this concept correctly. So what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna break down what exactly Web 3.0 is about. First of all, Web 3.0 is supposed to be a progression of the World Wide Web or the Internet standard. And actually, the Internet has been around longer than what many people would actually think. Then, in the beginning, basically, without getting into all the details, the Internet was used by government agencies back in the early 60s, but it was limited to governmental work and government type projects. ARPANET, I think, was one of them, but without going too much into that, we saw the rise of the Internet from the early 1990s to the early 2000s during the dot-com bubble, and then we saw the rise of Facebook and Twitter, and these things are Web 2.0. And we're about to talk about Web 3.0. The reason why Facebook and Twitter might be Web 2.0 is because they came after the dot-com bubble of the early 2000s. So anyway, there's no widespread consensus of what exactly Web 3.0 is, but to put it simply, it's an evolving set of standards and protocols that are used to deploy applications, decentralized applications on the World Wide Web. Okay, so an application can be a software application that allows you to manage your digital currencies in a wallet, but you may be doing that in a decentralized and non-custodial manner where you control access to your funds. Or you could be operating you could have some type of a trading software where you are trading different cryptocurrency tokens. However, there's no centralized type of management, and it's based on decentralized technologies. So all these come under Web 3.0, which is still largely, a lot of it is experimental because it's not as well tested and is not as well established as Web 2.0, where you've got millions and billions of people on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, other social media websites. These or other types of e-commerce websites like Amazon. These are a Web 2.0 because the set of technologies and protocols that they use have been refined and tested for a period of at least 10 to 15 years, whereas Web 3.0, I would say, is sort of been around really for like 5 years. I would like to say that after the launch of Ethereum back in 2015, that's when people really began to focus in on Web 3.0, and they've tried to build many different types of applications on it through Web 3.0, like gambling apps, anything that can be done in a Web 2.0 environment. Basically, they've tried to replicate it in a Web 3.0 environment where you've got prediction markets, betting, social media. There have been attempts to put social media on Web 3.0 platforms, but that has been largely unsuccessful without many people being able to without these companies or organizations or communities being able to onboard a meaningful number of users. So in the next video, we're going to talk about all these other terms that I may mention, like NFTs are a big part of Web 3.0. Some people think there are a lot of hype, but we're going to go into NFTs in the next video. So I'll see you then.